free. Clear. I haven't even had a proper look at them yet. Wait a couple of minutes. If no one joins, no one joins. But I'll just do it anyhow. Oh, they're quite good tips. But some of them come in and they're too hooked. So this one's called Spring. This one's called Princess Injuna, I don't know.
Oh, that's amazing.
I've got bits of glitter going everywhere.
Yeah, I think one of them probably leaked or something over the top.
Okay. Have you shared it? Okay. Look, covered in glitter already.
I don't need to share. Put it shared out, but any particular people you want it shared with.
I haven't over advertised it, so I might not get anyone. So 2 people. I'm just waiting to see if anyone else wants to join me. I've been given some glitters from Phoenix Glitters to sort of pop and play with. So I'm going to do that. Somebody else is watching. I don't know who. Say hi if you're watching. So
3 people.
Shall I just go ahead and start?
Daniel Crooks. C-R-O-O-K-S.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm just going to go ahead and start. People can always watch it back. Okay, so Phoenix Glitters have given me some glitters to play with and swatch or whatever it is I want to do with them, just to show them off. So we're going to start with this one first, and it's called Spring. Okay, and it's quite a chunky one by all accounts. So I'm going to do a bit of an ombre with this one, I think. So I'm going to move it down there out of the way for a minute. I'm going to use a cover pink. Okay, and we'll just drag that a bit forward. Just put a bit more on. Obviously, you can use any colour you want. Okay, so there's 2 ways of doing the next bit. You could put the clear on and then put your glitter on, or you can dip your clear into your glitter and then put it on. This is a really chunky one, so I'm going to put the clear acrylic on first, just to create a wet base, nice and thin.
Trey's nails design still watching.
And wet, and then with my brush, pick it up and place. It's like little hexagons. So I think we could do a slanted ombre. You know, you can make it as complicated or simple as you want, but bearing in mind, sometimes if you put too much on of this type of glitter, it can look a bit messy. So, but it's gorgeous. It's really sparkly. So I'm just overlapping a couple. If you're going to pick it up with glitter, with the acrylic and then the glitter, be careful that you don't bog your brush down, which is easily done. I'm just going to fill in a couple of gaps. So it doesn't look sparse. It's pretty. Yeah, and if you think your acrylic's drying, just put some more monomer on it. Wet it up a bit again. Don't keep putting extra acrylic on, because otherwise you're going to end up chunky, and we don't want chunky nails. They're not very attractive. Making sure that hasn't gone in my brush. Okay. I'm just going to add a bit more pink here, because I didn't know what I was planning on doing. I'm just sort of making it up as I go along. Obviously, you can use any colour. You can see I could do with a bit there. That's it. That's better. That looks okay, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's a bit of an ombre type scenario. These sort of things, I find if you put a fine glitter down first and then place a few of the chunky bits in and amongst it on the top, it gives a nice 3D effect. These glitters are absolutely amazing for that kind of thing. So I do that all the time. So I'm just using it as it is, just to show you the glitter, but it can be used. Okay, I'm just going to encapsulate it. Normally, if I'm working on someone, I normally leave it to stand for a minute and work on another nail. So it helps with your glitter moving. You want it to stay where you've put it. So if you leave it to set a little bit, you don't tend to have that problem. Just trying to get away without having to file it, so I can just put a top coat on. I'm trying to be lazy. That's what I'm trying to be. That's pretty level. You don't want to sit here and watch me filing and stuff, it's boring. Filing tips is never the easiest of things to do. Okay, so that looks pretty neat. So I'm just going to leave that one to dry and then we can top coat that one afterwards. So let me put the lid on. And what I'll do is, when I take a picture of the final lot, I'll post it with the picture of the name of the glitter. So if you want to order it from Phoenix, you can. Okay, let's look, see what else we've got. Right, so this one's called Mix Up. Okay, so this is, oh, holographic. We need to put this on top for colour. What colour should we use? What colour does everybody fancy? Anyone? Colour? No? It needs to be something rich, doesn't it, really? So I've made my mind up.
Oh, you made your mind up?
I've made my mind up.
Okay.
Hang on.
Oh, Amy West says blue.
I was going teal, Amy. So it's a bit mermaidy, you know? Actually, I could do a purple with it. I'm really disorganised, I'm so sorry. Sorry, just rummaging through my purples. I think I'll go with that one. Okay. So I'm going to be using a purple from CJP. Lavender Pearl or something.
Blue is my go-to, as you know.
It
Love
is.
a bit of blue, me.
She does. She's the lady that I did the woody nails on.
Yeah.
Doing, this is Trilogy 1, Sparkling Turquoise.
Long legs.
Yes, long legs. We should call you Daddy Long Legs, Amy. Okay, I'm just going to create a quick ombre. So I think it will show off this glitter really well. Obviously, remember, when you're doing this sort of thing, you work thinly because obviously you're encapsulating, you don't want bulk. I keep seeing all these big bulky nails and they'd look gorgeous if they weren't quite so bulky. So I'm basically using my coloured acrylic like paint. Your structure is with your base and your encapsulation.
She said that she missed what you just said as a phone cut out.
Who's that?
Amy.
I said we should call you Daddy Long Legs.
And she said, oh, I like that colour. Oh, for some reason I'm having to scroll.
Okay, so we've created a relatively nice ombre. And now while that's wet, I'm going to place my glitter. And it's all different shapes, look. So this is a translucent holographic-y type glitter, sequiny thing. But there's all different shapes. So I've got a star, circles, different shape, like different size circles.
And he said, Daddy Long Legs. My legs aren't that long.
Yeah,
You're
they
just
are.
short.
Yeah, I am. You're right. Okay. You can't really see it. You won't. I don't think you're going to be able to see it until I put the top coat on. It is really pretty. It's one of those ones that lets the colour of the acrylic come through. So
It still has a sparkle.
So dark colours is the way forward for this sort of thing. I wouldn't. I think it'd look a little wishy-washy if you put it with too much pale. So if you're going to use something like this, you want it to show off. Okay. When using glitters, you know, especially if they're mega chunky ones, just go round and pat it down. Okay. And then it's easier to encapsulate. I'm just going to put lids on before I knock it all over. I don't want to waste all this gorgeous glitter. So these glitters are all from Phoenix Glitters. So they do all sorts of glitters. They do chromes, I think. Yes, they do good chromes. They have all sorts. I've bought a few bits from there, and it's all good quality. Okay, I'm just going to encapsulate. Should use a bigger brush, really. Again, give it a few minutes and then your glitter sets in place, so when you encapsulate it doesn't move. It's really annoying if you've done a design. How's everyone faring in the lockdown? I'm going out of my mind. So having jobs like this to do, I think saves me. Obviously I'm working just a tad thinner because I'm working on a tip. Obviously a real nail you'd work just very slightly thicker. Okay, that's that one. I'm letting them dry. I might have to buff around the edges. Okay, next. What should we do next? Quite like the look of this one. Let's do it up for a sec. Princess. How do you pronounce that word?
Induna?
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 Don't know. Way. That is.
She misses her friends.
Who says?
Amy.
Mm. Look, just look how sparkly
gorgeous.
that
Love
is. That is really, really sparkly.
I want it.
I love sparkle. And it's really glitzy. It's not just a sparkle, it's a glitzy one. You know, some of them are just sparkly, like your normal, but some of them, I think it must have holographic in it, because holographic gives it that really ultra sparkle glitzy look. So what should we do for this one?
Amy said, wow.
It is wow. You're right. So we do it the other way round. Okay. Put a bit more. Does anyone use glitter to encapsulate? It's very effective. Okay, that's nice and tidy. So I'm just going to put a bit of glitter in my acrylic. Look, it's going everywhere. Just put a bit of clear on because it's a little chunky in the area that I want that glitter. So it's just a wet. Oh, here comes a little one. So let's just pat it on. Oh my God, I can't tell you just how glitzy this glitter is. It's amazing. And you've got hints of like bits of purple in it.
No.
It's amazing. God, see that out in the sunlight, your nails are gonna super sparkle. Let's just make that wet. And we just wanna put a few bits.
What else do? Oh.
So we're creating an ombre type effect. Wow.
Oh, gee, that's amazing.
Wow. Just look at that. Oh, I do like a bit of sparkle.
I like it.
Huh?
I like that.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? I'd get ordering this one because I think it'll go out quick. Okay, so I've let it sit for a second. I'm just going to give it a pat to make sure that we've not got any lumps and bumps. It makes it so much easier. You could use a bit of cling film or tin foil to press it down if you wanted. That always works. That's very good if you're using it with gel polish. Right, let's encapsulate. I love trying out new products. It's exciting. I never spend any money on myself. It all goes on nail products. Nope, wrong one. Nearly put the wrong one on. So what I'll do afterwards, when I've put the picture up of all of them, I'll put the link for the Phoenix to Rachel Hanks. Is it Rachel Hanks? No, Rachel. Oh, do you know what? I can't remember her surname. Anyhow, her name's Rachel. That owns this is lovely lady. Very helpful. I think there's a nice team of them these days. When I'm doing this bit on the customers, I always love looking at their faces because they start looking, thinking, well, it don't look sparkly now. And then you have to say, well, wait till the wow moment. Wait till we put the top coat on.
Top coat's amazing.
Yep. Okay, so that's that one done. As I said, I'll put pictures up with the glitter with the name showing, so you can see what's what. Once they've all dried, I'll top coat them. And do you know what? Look how full the containers are. It's absolutely full to the brim, overflowing. Good value for money. Okay, I'm just going to get another bit of tissue because I'm getting glittered out here. Okay.
Found one pair of leggings. Just need the other. Oh.
That's all right.
You've moved.
Okay, so what one should we do next? This purple one, Angela it's called. See what I mean? Overflowing, absolutely overflowing. Right, what should we do with this one then?
It's a beautiful colour.
It is. Should we do a French? Have a swig of my coffee.
Wet the whistle.
Yeah, it's because you're talking. Makes your mouth dry. Should be drinking water. Okay, let's do a French. I'll do a quick smile line. And I'll show you a trick. Okay.
Put your finger in it.
Oh, I stuck my finger in the glitter. Oh my word. God. I need to be working, you know. I'm getting clumsy. Oh, so I'm going to do a deep smile line because I love deep smile lines. They're my favourites. So I'm just doing a quick smile line. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around my smile line with a deep purple. You can use gel polish or gel paint. Put a bit there. And it sets it off. Just a line of it, I'll show you. I've just got to wait for the acrylic to set first. I'm a bit of a fuffer when it comes to smile lines. Okay. Does that look even? I think it does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Normally I give it a file. We should just right. So what we do is I'm just going to wait for that to dry for a second. So we could move on to another one just while we're waiting. Leave that one there. Get another one. Look, I've spilt that. Mm-hmm. They are just overflowing. Huge amounts in there for your money. They look like Diddy pots, but Jesus, look, there's loads. What's that one called? Clouds. Look, spilt it already. That's pretty. colour shall I put with that? Okay.
It's got shades of purple in it as well, isn't it?
It has, yeah. What I'm going to do...
Lee says, hello, sexy.
Is that my husband?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be working. How can you be on watching me?
Mommy. Mommy.
Yeah.
I got bash.
Oh, bless him, he's whispering now. I love toddlers. Right, so I'm going to create a bit of a blocking thing going on.
No.
Again, you don't want to be working too thickly because obviously it needs encapsulating. You can use a blade if you want. Do it whichever way you find easiest. I buy the blades and I try all different things and I still stick to just using my brush. I've got all these gadgets in the drawer and I don't use them. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to pick up a bit of acrylic. And then, so I've got a bit of acrylic, clear acrylic. Can we see? Yeah, and then I'm going to dip it into my pot.
Coffee time. That's why he's on.
Coffee. And then we'll just fill that in. So I want to create a triangle effect here, I think. So let me just put a bit more glitter, acrylic here. I can't tell you, there's just so much glitter in these pots.
Don't use a lot, do you?
No, they're going to last forever.
Unless you could chuck them all over the side.
Yeah, yeah. There is that, of course. Pretty though, isn't it?
Mm.
Very mermaidy,
Oh, yes.
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's put the purple over there so I don't knock it. Do you think I should put the turquoise with it, or do you think I should stick with purple? What do you think?
Karen says hi, Karen. Marion.
Hi, Karen. What should I do, purple or...
Paula McWilliams says lovely colours.
Yeah, I seem to be on a colour scheme.
I think
I can't make my mind up. I think purple.
Yeah, I think you should stick with the purple because you've got the blue in the glitter.
Yeah, it don't look right otherwise. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it up.
Paula says purple.
Yeah, purple, I totally agree. So what we'll do is we'll change it up a bit. Put it there. Put it down.
Karen also said lovely colours, go purple.
Yeah. Do you know, it's not a colour I go for normally. Not for me.
Emma White said, ooh, you got new sparkly and glittery bits.
That other one I've just done, Emma, you will absolutely love it. Just needed a bit more there. I can't wait to be able to work and see all my customers again. They're like my extended family. I feel like I've proper missed them. Okay, put a bit of clear on the end, very thin. You just want a bit of wet. And then I'm sort of making it up as I'm going along, which is what I tend to do a lot of anyhow. Especially if the customers say to me, oh, I'll just do anything. Bit lethal really, especially if you don't give me a colour scheme, because you come out with all sorts. Okay, let's just sparse that out a bit.
Emma said fabulous. The magpie in me spotted them.
Yeah, she loves a bit of glitz, does Em? Okay. So if I give that to you, to put lid on, that's it. And I'm going to encapsulate that. And then I can go back to my other one. I bet I'll be inundated with people wanting nails done.
I think everybody will.
I think it's the only time I've been able to keep mine up to date. Just finished putting this last bit on. Let's just put a bit there, there's not quite enough clear there. It's funny, you know, I always thought glitter was just for Christmas when I first started. I was soon corrected. That one's moved a bit, never mind. Just trying to make them as smooth as possible so I don't have to file, because I'm lazy. Okay, that's that one. Oh. Okay, so we go back to my smile line one. Can you just hold that in there for that one? So, my file. You hold your file upright. Oh. See, hate filing tips. So just to make your line like a ledge, so it's upright and it's crisp. Okay, and then we just, I much prefer human fingers to tips, and you sort of rock it backwards and forwards to create your smile line. Okay, right, so I'm going to be using a purple paint from Alexa. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my liner brush And I'm literally going to paint round here in dark purple. So it's like a backdrop. I don't know, it just seems to give it a finished edge when you put the glitter up. You go right up to the top of the smile line. I'm just going to change to a different brush. Hang on, I want a shorter one. And just paint it round. We'll just bring it out a bit. We will go over some of it with the glitter, but that's okay. At least I know I've got enough covered. Okay. I'd say that was enough. Just going to whop that in the lamp. And then we'll do the glitter that I've spilt everywhere.
What old mess you've made.
I have made a mess. The pots are overflowing. They're certainly not mean with their measures, I have to say that. Oh, it's like waiting for a kettle, isn't it? It's the only trouble on lives when you've got to wait. I can see a bit that I've missed.
Mommy? Mommy? What is it?
Go up and phone.
Yeah, Johnny, go get a door.
Knock on the door and say, let me in.
Okay.
That's it. There was a bit missing and it would have shown. Let's just whop it back in the lamp.
Wait for another cow to boil.
Yeah. So my last one I've got to do is candy floss, which looks peachy. I might have to go and look for an orange or something to put with it. What do you think? An orange? Yeah, let's go orange because it's summer, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll go and find one in a minute. Okay. So with this one, I'm going to just put it there so they can see. I'm going to dip into my acrylic, my clear, just a little bit, and then dip it into my glitter like that. And then what you do is you roll your brush so the acrylic goes to the bottom and the glitter stays on the top. And then if you decide you haven't got quite enough glitter, you can then just add. That rolling though is important, otherwise you get your clear acrylic sitting on the top and your glitter on the bottom. wrong way round, which is not what you want. This has got big silver chunks in it, this glitter. Got little silver flecks. Pretty. Some people like to work with just one big lump, but I think it's better, you've got more control if you're not used to this sort of thing, to do with smaller. So I'm just moving the big bits out of the way so I have to go down the sides. Just take a bit of that glitter off there. Oops, it. And I'm patting it like I normally do, so we're not got any big chunks. I love using things for the first time and trying to work out what you're going to get. Just making sure my line around the edge is all relatively even all the way around. And I'm just going to leave that to set for a minute before I encapsulate it, because it needs to set a little bit, that one. Okay, so I'll come back to that one in a minute. And let me get another doobry out. Huh?
It's on my lap.
Oh,
Just dug me in.
kitten alert. Daughter's got a new kitten. And where does he sit? Beside me, watching me do nails. Weird cat. Okay, let's put a bit of sticky on there. Look, even my sticky's got glitter in it. Do you know what I love about using glitter? It's when you wake up in the morning and see glitter on your husband's face. Because you've been coated in it. And it's rubbed off onto him in the night. Okay, let me just go and find an orange. We want a bright orange, don't we, really?
Yeah.
I think I'll go with this one. Okay. This is CJP. Orange one. It's got a bit of glitz in it. So just going to put this on. And I'm going to put it on like a paint again.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's bits in this glitter already, but that's okay. Working nice and thin, so we don't, I know I keep going on about thick nails, but it really bugs me. Do you know what? I did it myself when I first started. Bloody great big thick things. I'm mortified when I see the pictures come up on Time Hop now. Right, so we've covered that thinly, roughly all over. And then what we do is with the because I think they're more sequiny. So what I call this, candy floss. So they're like iridescent hexagon shapes. Is there hexagon? Do you think they're hexagon?
Yeah. All different sizes.
So, and we're going to create a snake or a snake effect. So you're creating a bit of a pattern. But there's blues, there's purples, there's pinks, orangey lemons. Quite pretty, really. You could go bright like I have today to show it off. It would go with pastels too. Okay, so I've created a sort of a nice line. Okay, I'm gonna put that there just while I encapsulate this one. See, and having that dark purple line around that smile line offsets the paler glitter. See, pat, pat, pat. God, the kitten's on my lap. He was on my shoulder the other day while I was sitting here painting. Stupid animal. Okay, let's just put a bit more. Okay. I will have to give that one a little buff. Most annoying. Okay, let's leave that to set. Just encapsulate this one. Can you hear him? He's climbing up the back of me now. Honestly. You see, if you leave it to set for a couple of minutes, so go on to the next nail, it doesn't move. I get the right ump with myself if I put encapsulate and I've moved it. It's moved and spoilt my design. I learnt that the hard way. It's amazing what you learn the hard way. Okay, step back. See, I use the belly of my brush to just walk it down the nail. That's how you not put too much. Okay. I think that's just a bit there, it's a bit. Honestly, give me real fingers. I'm much better off with real fingers. I'm not very good with any of those practice hands. Okay, so we'll leave them to set for a minute. Let me just put my lids on my acrylic because I knock it. Okay, I'll get some top coat and let me start top coating some so you can see how glitzy these glitters really are. My God, I've made a right old mess. Okay, here we go, moment of truth. Ugh. They're slightly holographic. Which reminds me, these sort of things remind me of metal. These look like scales, mermaidy,
Getting that mermaid effect. Yeah.
really pretty. So those iridescent clear ones that you get, you can use them on anything. And depending on what colour you've used them on and how you've used them, totally different effects. You could create like a snake effect with just all the circle ones of it. Oh, look.
Wow.
That's blingy, isn't it?
Mhm.
Hey?
That is nice.
Okay.
Wow. So it just reflects and that on the camera.
It's because it's got holographic in it. Holographic is always so much more blingy. Right, so I'm just going to put those three in the lamp. Just going to give this one a quick file because I've got a bulge there. Okay, I can top coat this one. No, hang on, a bit more bulge there. Hang on. There's a bulge on the other side. See, hate doing tips. Okay. Don't know where my brush has gone, but hey ho. So I can see it. I've put it in. No, my dusting brush. I've put it in the sanitizer. Okay, so this has got a bit of blocking and a bit of ombre. Pretty. Okay, I can put that in the lamp if a kitten gets out of the way. Okay, let me give this one a quick file. So I'm just giving it a quick rub over. Okay. Looks okay. Did I tell you I'm a bit of a faffer? Can't help faff. Stick it back on the doobry. I don't know what they're called.
Holder?
I call them doobrys.
Tip holder?
Oh look, that's pretty sparkly too. And where I've put that deep purple, it makes the purple glitter stand out even more. You see? So we'll put that one in the lamp.
Very nice.
Okay, last one. Don't think this one needs much filing. I thought you were going to say something.
Me?
Yeah.
I was owling to myself. I just dug his claws in.
Okay, let's top coat this one. Do you know, I think I go through more top coat in the lockdown than I do when I'm working. Doing so many practice different things. Nice. Very nice. I've tried not to do too complicated a design because, you know, you've got to be careful if you want to show the glitter off. If it's too complicated, you can't see it. So yeah, so they're the Phoenix glitters that have been sent to me to try, and they are all amazing, all very glitzy, especially Princess something. Princess Iduna. Iduna, is that how you pronounce it? Iduna? Amazing, and the pots are overflowing. If I show you, look what a mess I've made. Look what a mess I made, and that there's another bit underneath. Look, mess, glitter everywhere. We'll all be wearing it for days.
It's all right for you.
But it's good value for money, and that's what we want. Because I can imagine, because of all this coronavirus, everything will go up in price. Can we see them all? Are they all in shot? Hang on. Yeah?
Yeah. Amazing.
Okay, thank you for joining me, trialling out these new glitters. I can see a few lumps and bumps, and what I'll do is I'll put a picture up with the glitter with the name of it beside it, so you can see which one's which, and I'll put a link up for the Phoenix webpage, or I think they've got a Facebook page. I'll put that up, and I think you can get to their shop via their group. So, and I'll do that for you all. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you. Bye.